you have a collection of films and videotape sitting in your attic, basement, hall closet, or a box somewhere that are being lost to time? Creative artists can transfer your 8mm, Super 8mm, and 16mm films, as well as converting your VHS, CVHS, 8mm, and mini DV to DVD. Preserve your family's video history for the generations to come. Creative Artists, 1113 West Spring Street, Monroe, 770-267-7368.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. Now that's living healthy and green.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
We need to ask God's blessing on it, and Mr. Hill is going to deliver our invocation this morning, and then we'll have some other speakers.
Thank you, Mr. Hobbs. Let us take time now to invoke God's presence. Dear Lord, this is the day that you have made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Now, oh God, as we begin this ceremony, we ask for your presence to be with us, be among us, and as we celebrate this great day. This is in Jesus' name we ask it and we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. We have Mr. B. Smith with Manley, Spangler, and Smith Architects that's going to say a few words, followed by Mr. Keith Watson with Bowen and Watson Contractors, and then I'll come up and have some acknowledgments that I want to express. So, Mr. Smith, you come forward, please.
Thank you, Mr. Hobbs. Yes, I'm V. Smith with Manley, Spangler, Smith Architects. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to some of our team, many players that have been involved working with the Board of Education here on the design of the new Loganville Middle School. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Brett McGyver, who's been the project architect from our office, Mr. Greg Yevitt, who's going to be our field engineer, Turner Burson, who's going to be assisting Greg at the CAM, as well as Tammy Ibanez, here helping us to oversee the construction as well. And then some of our engineers that have joined us today, Mr. John Cozy, a plumbing engineer, Mr. Naeem Asmani, an electrical engineer, as well as our civil engineers, Clay Lewis and Luke Ferguson with Haynes Dixon, both residents here in Walton County, as well as Mr. Larry Chapman, who's assisted us with our sewer septic design here on site. We're glad to have this team together. We're excited to be a part of this project, especially excited to be a part of a school system that, with their motto being in pursuit of excellence. It's quite humbling to be chosen as a firm to work for a system that is pursuing excellence in their facilities. And I would say for the past couple of years, we've been working with this system with Dr. Frankfurt, Mr. Brew, Ms. Biggs, Mr. Hobbs, and the design committee put together the visiting facilities across the state and the facilities that we've designed here at the new Loganville Middle School. I think you've got something that we're really excited about. And you should all receive a little pamphlet that we've got some information about the facility. Basically, 2 years from now, it should be a dedication. It'll be a dedication to opening the door for students to begin their time at this facility. Now, I think one of the special moments about a groundbreaking is you do have to reflect on the past of everyone that's brought us to this point, but just looking ahead towards the future and the opportunities still not only by the teachers that are going to teach at this school, but how this building will shape the future of these students and education and opportunity you're giving to them. I thought back on my own experience in middle school. Growing up, I got my direction in architect actually through an art teacher named Miss Garvey in the 7th grade with the Walton County school system. And originally, I teach Miss Bosley and taught geometry in 9th grade. But I never thought seeds they planted for me to lead to the future of me becoming an architect, especially being part of a great project like this. And we'd like to thank you on our behalf for giving us this opportunity to be a part of the design. A quick overview of this facility, as you can see on the handout, it's over 210,000 square feet of design of constructional space, and it's with a core capacity of over 1,500 students. It is laid out in such a way when you fold it open, you see the floor plan with the hallways, a wing from 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, as well as looking ahead towards the future middle school with the layout of the media center. We actually have an iPad center, iPad storage area, but looking ahead towards the future of technology and how the instruction could be delivered in this facility by the time it opens 2 years from now. That's just a quick overview. We'd be glad to answer any questions you may have here after our ceremony. Also, we have some boards here, a larger scale version you can see. But there's a tremendous amount to be excited about here in Walton County with the time and effort that's been put forth in this design and the patience that's been in terms of making sure every detail has been thought of. As you stand here today, this will eventually be the main drive leading into this new facility with the future site over here left of a future elementary school in the future. So a 91-acre site. I think you'd tend to agree that you couldn't pick a better spot, a better site for a school and a better day to have a groundbreaking ceremony. So again, I'd like to thank Mr. Hobbs and the Board of Education, and to mark this ceremony from our office and our engineers, we have a plaque here at Walton County Public Schools, the Pursuit of Excellence, dated August 13, 2013, groundbreaking ceremony for Loganville Middle School. It lists all the members of the Walton County Board of Education. Again, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, V. And Keith Watson is coming forward, and as he does, we went to a lot of trouble to select our contractor. We made the contractor's interview, and as Keith said in the interview, we build buildings. We're not really good at presentations, but let me just say, Keith and his brother Kevin are owners of Bowen and Watson. Their father started the company in 1956 in Toccoa, Georgia, and they were the builders of the old Monroe Elementary School over in Monroe. And when they came to do their presentation, they actually presented us a letter from the then principal, Ray Nelson, of the Monroe Elementary School, thanking them for building them such a beautiful building. So they've been around a long time. They're a family business. We actually went up and visited them, had lunch with them in Toccoa, got a great group of people, and along with Manley, Spangler, and Smith, and Bowen and Watson, I think we've assembled the very best team to put this facility on the ground. So thanks for being here, Keith, and thanks for working with us.
Thank you very much. We don't get to often come to groundbreakings that are quite this large, but it's great. We love it. We've got a great team. As Mr. Hobbs says, we are excited about being back in Loganville. James Savage, our job superintendent, who is hiding somewhere in this crowd here, is there he is, way back in the back over there. Raise your hands, James. He's a guy that if there's any problem, please go see him. Actually, James and I worked together at the Loganville High School project when we built it as a middle school edition, but it became the Loganville Middle High School. But he had worked on the original Loganville High School before that, many years before that, maybe 20 years. And now he's coming back here to do this new Loganville Middle School project. It's great for us. We also have Kendall Dutton is going to be our project manager for this project. But we also have a young fellow, Dan Davis, who is a local guy, one of your own here, that's going to join our team, that's been with us for the last few weeks, that is fitting in real well and is going to be helping us on this particular project. So we're excited. We're really happy to be looking forward to work here with Turner, Brett, V. They're a great team at Manly Spangler, and we just really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much for letting us come back to those.
Thank you, Keith. I need to do a few acknowledgments and thank yous this morning. I hope not to leave anyone out. First of all, I want to thank the taxpayers of Walton County. They're the ones that made this possible by supporting our school district through the education local option sales tax. And many of you may not know, but they have done that 4 times. For 20 years now, we've been receiving that penny from local option sales tax that has allowed us to build state-of-the-art facilities. And folks, I will tell you, I've been all over the state, and Walton County school facilities are second to none for a school district this size. And it's because of our citizens, our parents, and our taxpayers that support our school district. I would like to thank our board members for their vision, and they're here this morning. There are 4 of them here, but all 7 of them have great vision about our school district and about what we need to do to make our school district progress and move forward. We have a tremendous team in our facilities office. Dr. Nathan Franklin came to the facilities office a year ago. He is leading that team. Mr. Joseph Brew and I have worked on several jobs together, as I used to be in Dr. Franklin's job. And Joseph Brew is our construction manager. Joseph, raise your hand. He's right here in the front. He's got the camera. He's always got a camera. He's always documenting things. He's good about that. So Joseph is an unbelievable construction manager. He great to work with. He's great with the contractors and the architects. But I can promise you, folks, he watches our money. And that's what his job is. And he wants to make sure we get the bang for the buck, and he does that. Miss Dale Biggs is here. Dale, where are you? Raise your hand, please. Dale, she's over here. She always gets in the back. She is the heart and soul of the facilities department. Folks, you cannot imagine the amount of paperwork and red tape and bureaucracy we go through to start a new facility with all of the requirements from the state, facilities requirements. They have to approve everything. Dale is the one that generates all of those documents to get facilities approved. And then when the facility starts, she's the one that does the pay orders. So the architects and contractors really like Dale because she's the one that gets them paid. So Dale is an unbelievable staff member for our district and an unbelievable asset for Walton County Schools. Kevin Little is not here. I don't think he made it this morning, but I do want to thank the Board of Commissioners and Precision Planning for their work on our roads. And they're the ones that will get those decel lanes done out in front of the school, and they're great about staying ahead of the game and being on top of it. Jimmy Parker, I do want to make mention of Jimmy. Jimmy's great to work with Precision Planning. And the Chamber of Commerce is a great partner for our school district, and Meredith Malcolm is here this morning, and Terry Smiley, and Terry is the president, and Meredith is the current chairman of the board. Meredith and Terry, raise your hand, please. They're over here to my right. We appreciate them so much. I want to thank the Loganville City Council and the mayor and the police department. They're great partners with the school district, and they're here today. And we're going to put the mayor on one of the shovels here in a minute and see how he does with digging. He said he's kind of got that behind him, but we told him it wouldn't work him too hard. But appreciate them being here. And last but certainly not least, Loganville Middle School staff, would you raise your hand up high, please? Thank you for your patience. And they've been waiting on this facility a long time. And they're a great, great staff over at Loganville Middle School. And Christy Bowman's their leader right now. And Christy, would you raise your hand so they can see you? She's over here to my right, and we're going to put her on a shovel in a minute. I don't know if that's in her job description, but it goes under other duties as assigned. But anyway, Christy, we appreciate your leadership. We definitely appreciate the Loganville Middle School faculty for what they do for our students. And they are excited about this. We're going to be sending them pictures along the way so they can even become more excited as we get close to the end. So it's time to do the honors here with the shovel. So I'm going to call out some folks that we'd like to have on a shovel this morning. First of all, our board members. will be on the show with Dr. Franklin, Mr. Brew, Miss Biggs, Terry Smiley, Meredith Malcolm, Mayor Dan Curry, Mr. B. Smith, Ms. Bowman, Keith Watson, and James Savage. We'd like for all of you to grab a shovel and join me right over here. Folks, Manley, Spangler, and Smith, our architecture firm, has provided refreshments for you this morning, and we would love for you to enjoy those. They're under the tent, and we're going to get a picture here, do the dirt in a minute, and then we'll be done with our ceremony. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Absolutely, come on in here. We got everybody. Where's Stephen, you ready? Everybody get a little dirt now.
Woo! Woo! Get your dirt, Miss Bowman. You got a lot of dirt.
Bowman got her foot into it. That's nice.
I like his pose.
You doing? All right. All right.
Mama told me one time, Papa done told me two. Son, that girl that's fooling around with you ain't no good to go. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Oh, girl, that way you from Memphis, Johnny Cash. Thank you all very much for sticking around with us. We are Funky Blues, they're right here from Monroe. We appreciate all y'all's support. Those of y'all who have heard us before, who are here to see us, thank you. We'll bring Jay Davis back up for this one. This is an old Jimmy Hall song. Many of y'all know him from Wet Willie. Football, she put her head on the pillow, she keep her feet down on the floor. That girl is too tall for my boy. That girl is too tall for my boy, but I love that woman just the same. We went out for the stroll on Chapel Julius Avenue. I had to stop and buy myself some elevator shoes, cause she's too tall for my boy. That girl is too tall for my boy. Too tall for my boy, but I love that woman. Comes a lover through it all. When she wants to dance, knock my head upside the wall. Well, she's too soft my boy. That girl is too soft my boy. Girl is too soft my boy, but I love that woman just the same. Bring it home, boys. She's too soft my boy. She's too soft my boy. She's way too soft my boy. Too soft my boy. Girl is too soft my boy, but I love that woman just the Hey, thank y'all very much. Give it up for the righteous horns over here. Jay Davis, Corey Ellis doing double duty on keys. Got my man Russ Boyer here playing the bass. Give it up for Russ. That's right. Miles Madison back here on the drum. The mighty, mighty Miles Madison, international man of mystery. Yeah, we're gonna do an old Al Green song, if that's all right. 1978. Continue dancing, please. Drive on until I get there. Till I get there, baby, I'll drive on. Till I get there. 'Cause I'm around inside there. And I know just what to do. I make her drive on. Try to get next to you. But I'm a man, girl. You know that about you. Baby, I drive on, until I get there. It's a real out of the mud. It needs to be free. Won't somebody please run and see about me or here, baby? Real good. Get your life on. Well, I'm real good. And I get next.
I want to welcome everybody here, especially Chief Dial and his family. Good to see the sheriff and Chief Moore, and where's the social circle chief at? I thought I saw him. Is he hiding somewhere? And of course, our former chief, Chief Chancellor, good to have all y'all here. And, we think a lot of Stan Dial. We think a lot of him as just a person and a friend, and we certainly already miss him. And firefighters and folks he's worked with for a lot of years have a presentation they want to make, and we just thank you for being here. They're going to give you something, man.
Man, on behalf of the City of Monroe Fire Department, we're going to present you with the actors. The axe you can take home with you is the brick we keep.
I'm trying to get that behind you. Yeah, I'm sure. It's just hard to express, you know, the love I have for these guys and Father over the last 26 years, but, you know, City of Monroe, we're all really just family. It's not just a job, so. I've never regretted coming to work not one day, and it's because of, you know, the people to work with. So, just thank y'all.
We thank you, Stan, and just everybody just spend time, fellowship, and enjoy the food. And again, thank you so much for being here. See you later.
Ask y'all also keep my son John in your prayers. He's having a pretty hard time. And, extra right now his back. So.
This is a bittersweet day for our time in the city to let you go. All of our thoughts and prayers are with you, for you just to get healthy. You've come up in the ranks and just, you know, what a model city employee is. They start at the bottom, they grow their way up and become department head, and that's basically the American dream, and, you know, a good storyline for what a good employee actually is. And they care for the city. The city's the number one thing in their job, and, you know, you put that job first when you're at work, and that just speaks mountains for what you've done for the city of Monroe. And you know, I hate that we're at this point, but I'm glad personally that I've known you for a long time and just know what kind of person you are, and got to have the opportunity to serve with you and serve on the city of Monroe. And we're gonna hate to see you go, but you'll always be in our prayers, and I know you'll always be around here, and you'll always be thinking about the fire department and the city. And, you know, when that fire alarm goes off, you probably want to jump out of bed and get your hat on and go fight a fire or something, but, you know, that's always going to be in your blood. But we certainly appreciate what you've done for the city of Monroe. And, you know, words just can't express what you've done, but, you know, our gratitude is to you, and I certainly appreciate it.
Just to echo what the mayor said, you know, this will always be your home, Stan. Stan and I got close in leadership, Walton, and I've always known Stan since I was a little boy, but I finally had the opportunity to work with him and work along right beside him. And he's been good to me and good to this city, and it's an inspiration to me. You know, working here for 10 years and just seeing the dedication that he's put into the city of Monroe, and I hope I can last that long myself. So thank you for what you've done for me personally, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
You all came out this morning for the ribbon cutting and grand opening of the Clearview Joint and Bone Center. And when Emily called me about scheduling the ribbon cutting, I was like, didn't we just break ground? It seems like that was not long ago that we were out here for the groundbreaking ceremony. So, but congratulations to all the Clearview staff, and I know James Machado, the new CEO here, is very pleased to be coming in at this time. So at this time, I will turn it over to you to make a few comments, introduce some folks that made it happen, and then we'll move on with the ribbon
Thank you.
cutting.
This is a great time to come in, obviously, for me. I've been here for a little over 6 weeks now, and voila, we get a new expansion project. So a lot of work went into this, obviously. It was more than a year in the making, and we needed it from day one, to be honest with you. It's a $5 million expansion. There's more than 15,000 square feet in the building, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of coordination that goes into that, and some of the people that were key and instrumental in making this happen today are present here. You know, the idea between, you know, of the expansion in the first place was it's 27 more beds, and we needed that, right? From time to time, we run into issues in the ER in which we don't have a bed available in the inpatient units to accommodate the patient who really needs put in the bed. So we hold from time to time. And that's not the best case scenario for our patient. So the wing was absolutely necessary from day one. The thought behind the Bone and Joint Center actually came from really the medical staff who said, hey, listen, let's take a look at how we're tailoring our care for our orthopedic patients, and let's see if we can create a better mousetrap. And that's what we've done here. We've got essentially a unit that has some nurses who are very well trained in tending to the unique needs of the orthopedic patient. We're co-locating physical therapy services so patients can start their recovery early in the process to make sure that they get the best possible outcome. And we think we're going to have a great product here. So we're excited about it. I want to thank a few people specifically. Sharon Queen here, instrumental in making this happen. Paul Martone, he is the resident historian on the operations side, and he's actually been here through the construction of the new facility and the expansion project. And you know, Reinhold, obviously, who's been managing the plant ops for a long time, he actually had the daily headaches on his shoulders. Paula here from materials. Right there. Where are we? Where? Pink.
Pink shirt.
This is the unsung hero, because there's a lot of stuff in the building, and that stuff just doesn't happen overnight, and there isn't a stuff fairy that shows up, and that takes a lot of hard work to find the stuff, order stuff, and really coordinate the delivery and installation. That is a ton of work, and a lot of us don't really realize that. And yeah, look at her nod. So thank you, Paul, for that. So without further ado, I don't know if you want to say anything, Sharon?
Just thank you for coming. It's just another opportunity to meet the needs of our community, and we look forward to serving you here. We hope you don't need surgery, but we hope you choose us if you do. Well, we appreciate Clearview's support of the chamber and the community, and this is just amazing. So thank you.
Thank you.
You ready to cut the ribbon?
Absolutely.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right. And so everyone knows we have.
So this is a physical therapy, multi-purpose room. So physical therapist and the occupational therapy.
Do you need a patient?
As you can see, they have the higher chairs here so that people don't have to bend down as far to sit down. As you can see, this whole wing is dedicated to this physical therapy part and bone.
See how cute that is? It is cute. Yeah. Let me do a 1, 2, 3. I'll think that helps a little bit. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Reception here at Clearview Hospital after the ribbon cutting.
Hi there, I'm Emily Russell, Marketing Director here at Clearview Regional Medical Center. Today we are so proud and excited to cut the ribbon and issue our grand opening on Clearview's new Bone and Joint Center. As part of our 27-bed expansion that we're opening today, 7 of those beds are going to be devoted to orthopedic patients. Those would be hip replacements, knee replacements, any sort of joint replacement, or orthopedic surgery. We are offering these 7 rooms as a specialized area for patients to be treated, to receive their inpatient rehabilitation right here, and to have their separate entrance and a little bit of VIP treatment for all of our orthopedic patients. All of our patients are important to us, and we believe that in order to ensure that quality of care and to really give a unique experience, the Bone and Joint Center is going to be the critical piece to that puzzle for our orthopedic services here at Clearview. So we invite you to come and join us. If you have any needs, please let us know. We would love to help you out with anything that we can. And we look forward to seeing you around. We have some upcoming seminars, so stay tuned for those. That'll be about different orthopedic topics with all of our doctors that are on staff here at Clearview Bone and Joint Center. Thanks so much.
County. I want to begin by telling you about an event that we have coming up on August 20th. I'm getting ahead of myself here. August 20th at Nile Recreation Center here in Monroe, right next to the Monroe Library. It's titled Welcome to the State of Poverty. And I told you about this last month, but it's closer to the time now, and we need participants to call and register for this event. This can be for anybody in our county that's interested in this simulation. And just to give you a little brief description, the poverty simulation experience is designed to help participants begin to understand what it might be like to live in a typical low-income family trying to survive month to month. It is a simulation, not a game. The object is to sensitize participants to the realities faced by low-income families. This is a wonderful experience if you are, if you work in an organization, you're in church, you're a family member, community member, doesn't matter who you are. If you're interested in attending this event, you will need to call me or email me to register for this event, and you can call me at the number for the partnership, 770-207-6060, or you can email me. My private email is Dena, D-E-N-A, .huff@walton.k12.ga.us. So if you're interested, please call me as soon as possible to get registered for this. The cost is $5 per participant, and you can bring that at the door as long as I have your name that you're registered. And I do want to remind you, school's starting for everybody pretty soon, and I know it seems like a short, wet summer for everybody. But I do want to remind you about the services here at the partnership, and please feel free to call us with any questions you may have if you're interested in any of our services. We do have monthly meetings once a month. Those are the third Tuesday of every month, and they are at 8 a.m. at Felker Community Center. And you will see that on our website, posted on our website, those meetings. And also we do family counseling and parenting classes, and we do Prime for Life drug and alcohol classes for youth of Walton County, and we have a number of other youth services that we offer here through the partnership. Some of our services have a fee attached, but most are free of charge, and we do come into the home to provide those services. We also do information and referral services. So if you had a question that you weren't quite sure who to call to find an answer, feel free to call us here at the partnership. If we don't have an answer, we'll try to find a resource for you to answer that question or fulfill that need. So if you ever have any questions, concerns, want to find out more about the partnership, feel free to call me. But get involved in your community, get involved in your children's school, because it will benefit you and your child in the future. So as always, thank you for watching.
My name is Glenn Blair, and I'm the 4-H coordinator here in Walton County. I work for the University of Georgia College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. And here in Walton County, we have a very active 4-H club. We have about 1,600 4-H members, and we are just finishing up one of our years. We finish up the end of July, and to end the year, we took some 4-Hers to the State Congress which is the highest award that they can receive in 4-H. And they competed, we had 5 4-Hers that were competing last week, and we had people that were competing in the horse project, the piano project, power and energy, and the dance project, and and workforce preparation. And these young people were seniors in high school, so that means that they're in the 9th through the 12th grade. Lana Gordia was placed first place in the horse project, which means that she mastered. So she will be a master 4-Her now. And also we had Jake Mappas that mastered in the piano project. So we had some of the other placings where we had Michael Ashley that placed 3rd in the power and energy, and he talked about the different kinds of tires that you can buy for your car. And Leah Grimes placed 3rd place, and she talked about the workforce preparation of the differences in the going to work for extension or going to work as a school teacher. And then we are getting ready to start our new school year, which starts August the 1st, and we will be going into all the 5th grade classes starting in September, and we will introduce the 5th graders to the 4-H program. And in the 4-H program, we will start out in October in the 5th grade classes, and we'll elect officers in each classroom. So your 5th graders will be coming home and talking to you about joining 4-H. And the good thing about 4-H, it doesn't cost anything. It's free. But we will come into the school systems and talk about some kind of an activity each month. And some of these are agriculture related, and let them know where our food comes from. Many of the young people don't understand that our food doesn't come from Walmart, it comes from the farm. We will be talking about egg production, and we will cook an omelet. And then the elections of officers is another program that we'll do. And then public speaking, which is one of the big things that we do. It's called Project Achievement. And in Project Achievement, these young people will pick a subject, they'll do some research on it, they'll make a poster, and then they will present that poster. In most cases, they will present this poster in the classroom. And this gets them started on public speaking. And then we have a county project achievement where they can present this poster to some judges that will judge their project along with the students from the other schools that will be competing. And then if they place first, second, or third in this competition, they will go on to the district competition, which will be at Rock Eagle. And that will be in the spring. And some other projects, there are other things that we'll be doing is in September, we'll start wildlife judging. And wildlife judging is not where they judge which is the best looking rabbit. They'll judge where the animals like to live and what they like to eat. And if you're a young person would like to be involved in wildlife judging, we'll start the practices in September and have the competition in November. And you can get in touch with us if they're interested in that. Some of the other things that'll be going on is we have shooting sports for people as young as the 5th grade, and they will go through high school. The other thing that we had at State Congress is we had the first place team in air rifle, and they were recognized at the awards program at State Congress in Atlanta. And another winner that we had was her shotgun team. We had the high individual for the state competition, and we had over 1,000 shooters at the state competition, and Levi Baker had a perfect score, and he was a high individual for the state competition, and that also allowed him to master. We had on our air rifle team, we had Carly Peters and Hannah Peters that mastered in the air rifle, and their other teammate was Patricia Cook, and which means that they mastered because they were the first place team in Georgia. And we have things that are going on today. We have a team in Louisiana competing in the horse judging team contest, and they'll be competing in the Southern Regional Horse Competition, and we're anxious to see how they're doing. I haven't heard from Sarah Grimes, but they'll be coming back tomorrow. And these are just a few of the things that we have going on in 4-H. And if you're interested in any of these 4-H activities, you can go on the website and check out some of the other things that we have going on. Or you can give us a call here at the 4-H office. And that number is 770-267-1324. And my name is Glenn Blair, and I'm the 4-H coordinator here in Walton County, and I work for the University of Georgia Cooperative Extension Service and with the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, again, our phone number is 770-267-1324.
Hello, this is Jody Johnson here with the Recreation Report. Today I want to inform you that all of our fall sports have begun. Our soccer program have started evaluations, and our football practices start today on August 1st, here a couple weeks before school starts. Our baseball and softball also start on August 1st, so all of our activities are going. We have a lot of teams playing this year. Our numbers are actually up a little bit from last year. We have a couple more football teams than we had last year, and then baseball is also up a few teams. So we're happy to inform all of our programs are doing well in the athletic side of the recreation department. Also, we have all of our programs going on at the community center, so we invite you to come out and enjoy all the programs we have. You can go to our website at waltoncountyga.gov for a lot of information. All of our phone numbers are there. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We invite you to come out to our community centers inside again, where we have all of the equipment going, and it's rain or shine, hot or cold. We have the temperatures always just right inside the community center, so we invite you to come out and exercise and get in shape at one of our community centers. So until next time, thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent from Keep Walton Beautiful in the Recycling Center, and I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I have a few things I wanted to talk to you about that's going on here at the Recycling Center. First of all, we got our numbers in for the month of July, and last month we had over 1,400 cars come across the scale to throw away some of their larger items that maybe wouldn't fit in their trash cans at home, or some people have decided to use us as their primary trash service. We've had over 1,400 cars come across the scale, and that does not count the cars that may have just come through to recycle and things like that. Those are just cars that rode on the scales to weigh in, throw away something, circle around, and weigh back out and pay. We sold 6 loads of cardboard last month, so we had a really good month as far as our recyclable sales, and we were really excited about that to kick off the new fiscal year for us. And some other things that have changed that we've worked on to make sure that when you guys come down here, we have things as safe as possible for everybody involved, both you and our employees. Is we want to remind everybody that we can't use our county equipment here to help you unload your vehicles. It's against our policy to do that, and there's a lot of accidents that can happen that way. Also, we're going to stop people from operating the Bobcat as much as possible when there are cars on the pad and the citizens are trying to dispose of their stuff. I would just ask you all out there to pay attention to the Bobcat and do your best to make sure that the guy on the Bobcat sees you and notices that you're there. And it's very hard to see out of the backs of those Bobcats, and you can slip in on someone without them ever seeing you. So just be conscientious of that, and remember, you know, that we're trying to be as safe as we can possibly be out here. One of the other things I wanted to talk about was I wanted to remind you, I've talked about it before, but we're starting to get in mode for our Rivers Alive event, where we do a major waterway cleanup of all the local waterways in the county. And it really is our biggest event, and it's great. So any of you that would like any information on volunteering, feel free to call or message us on Facebook, or if you want, you can ride here to 2051 Leroy Anderson Road and see the center yourself and ask any questions. We can show you what we do here. We want to do our best to give everybody an idea of what we do here and how important their business here is. So we'd be happy to see y'all. And like I said, remember the Rivers Alive event. We can use all the volunteers we can get, and we look forward to seeing you here. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. We're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are here at the Walton County Animal Control Shelter. You know, it's August now, and August through October are always our busiest months. In July, we had over 150 dogs brought into the shelter. You know, we have a lot of help from rescue groups and adopters to get some of these out of here, but we really need help in getting animals adopted. So don't sit back and wait or watch. Come on down to the shelter. Maybe you want to add a new dog or a new cat to your home. This is the perfect place to come. We don't just have ugly and sick mutts like people believe that the dog pound has, but we have all kinds of dogs, from small dogs to larger breed dogs, purebred dogs to good old mutts. Our adoption fee is still $40. We haven't gone up in that in many, many years, but now we offer heartworm testing, vaccinations, deworming, discounted spay and neuter, and a rabies vaccination, all within a $40 purchase. Anyone who's been to a vet knows that you can't get that for $40. Not only that, you get a great animal and you save a life. So come on down to the animal shelter, or you can window shop online at waltonpets.net. We also have a Facebook page if you want to follow that as well, and you can find the link from the waltonpets.net website. Now we'll show you some of the animals that are currently here.
We got a female poodle. Not sure of her age. We can't get to her mouth to check her teeth. She's a little nervous. She's coming around now. She's having a hard time seeing. Don't know if it's from the mats or if it's from her just not being able to see good. But she's coming around to where she seems getting friendlier with us. So she needs a home.
Thank you.
This is Darwin. He's a 2-year-old pit. He's really pretty. He's a real good boy. He's real sweet and could really use a good home.
Hey, we're still getting in a lot of litters of puppies. This is one left out of a litter of 3 pointer mixed puppies that we had. The other 2 are adopted, but this one, Penny, is still waiting on a new home. So maybe you're looking for a puppy. We're still getting them in. Come on down to the shelter.
Hey, this right here is a boy, about 4 months old. He's such a great little pet. He's the one I chose to show everybody. But if you're a cat lover, he would love to come and be at your house. Thank you.
He's about a 1 or 2 year old hound mix. He's a real good boy. He's not neutered yet, but we give a discounted neuter to people who adopt from the shelter. He tested heartworm negative. He's been vaccinated and dewormed. All he needs now is a new home. And if you're looking for a good hound dog, this is the guy.
Okay, right here I have 2 female puppies. This is Jada and this is Nala. They're probably hound mixes of some kind. They're really sweet and they could really use a good home.
Well, we got a female Great Dane. If she'll turn around and let you see her, she's being curious about everything. She's probably 5, 6 years old. Seems to be really sweet. Doesn't seem to mind other animals, cats or dogs. She's just being very curious right now. So, if you're looking for a big dog, we got one right here for you. Come on.
It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. Now that's living healthy and green.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
What we do to the planet, we do to ourselves. You can help keep America beautiful. Visit KAB.org.